friends. I'm here with my former client Saurabh, and we are going to discuss about some frequently asked questions about Bach Flower Therapy. Welcome Saurabh, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure speaking with you.
Welcome Saurabh.
Great. So I have been in touch with a couple of colleagues back in India as well, and guys from here, my friends. And whenever there is a discussion around new therapies and especially Bach remedy, the most common question comes across is what exactly it is, as not many people know about it. Can you help us understand?
So Bach Flower Remedies are the 37 flowers that were discovered by a British doctor, Dr. Edward Bach, between 1928 and 1935. And these remedies help us to heal any kind of negative imbalances we have, like negative emotions, like fear, like anger, like anxiety, like depression, like worry. And they work, the nature helps us heal naturally, and this is what the flowers do.
All right. All right. And how many remedies are there exactly?
So totally there are 38 remedies, 37 are flower based and one is water based remedy. So totally there are 38 remedies.
Wow, that's a huge number. Amazing. So you've studied it like properly? How is it?
Dr. Edward Bach had discovered these flowers between 1928 and 1935, and ever since that, he was also a medical doctor prior to that, and he had done a research, and through which he had discovered these flowers and the healing properties of these flowers. After which he passed on in 1936, and ever since that, his two assistants, Nora Wicks and Victor Bullitt, took upon themselves to spread this therapy, this beautiful, simple and profound healing system to the world. And they have a center in UK and Oxfordshire where they have been teaching about these very simple healing system throughout the world. People from all over the world are trained there, and I have also studied over there.
Wow.
I'm certified and registered with them.
Fantastic. So are these manufactured and imported from the UK, all of it?
So the flowers all grow, they are all wild flowers that grow in the wilderness in England. Okay. So Dr. Edward Bach was also a renowned immunologist, a bacteriologist, a homeopath, and he was looking at finding in nature a very simple system for self-healing. Okay. And that is when he left his very flourishing practice in London and moved to in the countryside to seek in nature a very simple system, wherein he discovered these 37 flowers. So they are all grown in wilderness in England, and these flowers grow only in England. However, they are available all over the world, but their original source is they are manufactured in England.
Got it. Thank you for that. And there is allopathy since the inception of medicine history. Then we heard, and then the new stream came out was homeopathy. And now we are hearing about a lot of new things coming up, and Bach flower remedy is getting very popular of late. Now, how different or how similar is it to homeopathy?
So, Bach flower remedy basically comes as a complementary system to healing. It is not an alternative to any other system, it's a complementary system, and it is a new age vibrational medicine. So, the flower extracts or they work on the energy body of the person. They do not make any biochemical change in the person, firstly. So the principles are very similar to homeopathy because Dr. Bach was also a renowned homeopath. However, in homeopathy, there are a few differences. In homeopathy, they would use all parts of the plant. Also, they would use minerals and other things in their remedies, in their medicines. Whereas in Bach, it is only the flower which is used. There is no other part of the plant that is used except the flower. In homeopathic medicine, the medicines have to be potentized. Whereas in Bach, it is a single potency. Nice. That is the main difference. That is the main difference. Homeopathy works on your physical level, your mental, emotional, but Bach mainly works only on your emotional level. It is healing mainly first your negative emotions, and if those emotions have triggered a physical problem, then one can also aim to improve the physical problem or almost cure the physical problem through the Bach remedies if the emotion has triggered the physical problem.
All right. So it has to do a lot with emotion and emotional health of an individual rather than
Yes, so most diseases today, science says that most diseases are psychosomatic. The root cause is in the emotion. If we are able to identify that emotion that has triggered a physical problem, then we will also be able to heal the physical problem.
Great. That surely helps. Now I'm going to ask you the second most asked question. Does Bach flower remedy have any kind of side effects?
They do not have any side effects. I will give you the reason why. Because it is just pure flower and pure water that is used in the mother tincture. And as a preservative, very little quantity of grape brandy is used. It works, it doesn't create, as I said, it doesn't create any biochemical change like an allopathic drug or any other drug would do in our body. It is working on our auric system. So as you know that we have a physical body, we have a mental body, we have an emotional body, we have spiritual body. So whatever emotions we are going through in our lives, the unhealed emotions are all stored on our emotional body. And the flowers carry the exact opposite vibration. So every emotion is a vibration. Every emotion is an energy. And energy has vibration. So the flowers carry the exact opposite healing vibration that the emotion I'm carrying. I'll give you a simple example. Suppose I'm extremely fearful. When one is in a state of fear, one is actually vibrating at a very low frequency. Very extremely low frequency, say 80 or 50 hertz. When I take a remedy for fear, example say a flower Bach remedy, Remedies, it is having a vibrational frequency of more than 200. So what it does, it is aiming to heal this negative emotion we have held, bring it in balance to the core energy we are all born in, because we believe that everybody is born with only the positive qualities, only the positive virtues. And when our environment, through our environment and our experiences, we shift or we develop the negative emotions. We are not born with any negative emotions. And the Bach remedies help us to shift this negative emotion and bring it in balance to our core energies. So there actually are no side effects with the Bach remedies at all, because it doesn't work on our physical body.
Does something goes wrong if a person decides to stop taking it after let's say 3-4 months?
So I will tell you that these work on our emotional vibrations, on our etheric body. So they are non-addictive. Even the remedies are non-addictive. So you will never get addicted to it. What happens is when your energies start coming in balance with your core energies, you will become very calm, centered. You will notice that you are able to take better decisions. You will be able to cope with. I always say that Bach is an excellent tool to cope with day-to-day challenges. It's an excellent tool to cope with day-to-day challenge, because when you are connected to your core self, you will definitely become more aware. With greater awareness, you are able to take right decisions. With greater awareness, you are able to cope with the challenges in a different manner, without the stress, without the anxiety. So there is firstly that they are not non-addictive. Secondly, when you actually come to this point where you feel, okay, now I am able to deal with everything in a very nice manner. At that time, you can choose to not take it further, because the Bach remedies work only on negative emotions you have. If you are confident, you don't need to take Bach. If you are happy, you don't need to take Bach. For positive emotions, you don't need to take it. You need to take it only for the negative emotions. So as you come into your own positivity, you will notice that you don't need to take the Bach. But till such time, you need to take the Bach.
Is there a specific age group where it affects the most, or is it open to all age groups? How does it work?
So the Bach remedies can be used from plants to pets to babies. Also, in some countries, it's also used for pregnant women. In fact, in maternity homes or labor rooms, it's mandatory to have Bach remedy, rescue remedy, which is very common Bach remedy, because it just helps the person become very calm, relaxed. In some countries, even in those maternity homes, they are kept.
Right.
Anybody can use it, from babies till somebody who's very, very old, senior citizens, everybody. However, what we have seen is with children, the effect is much faster. Why? Because children don't hold a baggage, negative emotion long.
All right.
They do not hold that, baggage of negative emotion long. Yeah. So they are able to respond much quicker and faster. With very, very elderly people, if for years, I give you an example, if for years somebody has harbored an intense fear or anger towards something, say for 30 years, it is going to take him some time to heal that anger or the pain or the fear, because the remedies of flower, they're very subtle energies, and the subtle energies will take their time to heal this negative emotion. So it depends on the event that has happened, on how he has felt about it. And then surely the remedies work, whether you believe or not. If you take the remedies, they will do their work.
Someone comes to you with a problem, let's say he or she says, I have anxiety performing on stage or give a speech in front of 100 people. Now, how long does that person needs to take the Bach flower remedy for?
I always tell my clients that they must try it for some time, because these are emotions that they have suppressed for many, many years. Always my favorite line is that the triggers are outside, the cause is within you. So when something is triggering and your negative emotion is coming up, okay, that is the time you need to pay attention to the trigger, because that is what is, the triggers are outside, the cause is within you. So minimum to understand the shift from fear to courage, that is what the flower is going to do, to shift that fear to courage. It takes at least minimum of three months. I tell them to give it a try for 3 months. Okay. In 3 months, suppose when he came to me, he was on a scale of 0 to 10. His fear was at 9. For sure, within 3 months, he would have seen it come down. It may come down with some to 8. It may come down with some to 5. It may come down with some to 4. How much it comes down, I don't know. But for sure, in 3 months, he will see a positive shift towards his betterment, towards his improvement. And as they see an improvement in themselves, they choose to continue with the therapy. Lovely. I, as a therapist, definitely see an improvement. But mainly, it is the client who now starts feeling that immense calmness, that immense joy, feels connected to his own self, feels the fear vanish. Amazing. Because you cannot lie to yourself. When they feel that confidence, they feel themselves getting better, they choose to continue with the therapy till such time that they are able to deal and cope with any adversity or challenge without the anxiety, without the stress. So I would say for each person, it is very unique and different, because every person has his own unique challenges to deal with. So somebody may face a fear and be out of it in 3 months. Somebody, it may take 6 months. Somebody, it may take a little longer, because his challenges are very different. Though it is fear, but it is the way he is looking at it.
Yeah. So individual's approach towards it also matters along with taking the remedy.
Yes. His challenges are his own unique challenges. How he is going to look at his problem.
Yeah. Makes sense. Now, can you quickly help us understand how does one take this? Like, how is it like you give it via injection, or is it like a tablet? How does one consume this?
So the Bach remedies come in mother tinctures, come in bottles which are 20 ml, the original mother tinctures. Okay. When a client comes to me, I listen to them and identify the negative emotion that could have caused the problem that they've come to me with. Okay. Once I have identified the negative emotions, I would make a mix of the remedies that he requires and give it to him in a bottle, which he has to take in water. Simply take in water, 16 drops in a day in water. If he, or you can also take it in tea or coffee. Okay. So it is just as simple as taking it in water. That's it.
So it's water soluble. You can take it with your tea, coffee, beverage, or just.
Everything. Because they are the energetic extracts,
Uh-huh.
they also don't contain any color, they contain no fragrance, they contain no taste. Unlike I will give unlike aromatherapy, aroma oils,
Yeah.
which is also extracts of the plant oils, which have the fragrance of the plant, aroma oils.
Yeah.
But those can't be taken internally. Unlike that, the Bach remedies are the energetic imprints of the plant. So therefore, they have no color, no taste or fragrance, and they can easily be taken with anything you're drinking without altering the taste of the food or the drink.
All right, perfect. So, my last question to you is, Bach flower remedy is getting quite popular in India in past couple of years. Now, for an individual who is wanting to try this Bach flower remedy, how should he or she get to know how to get to the right practitioner who is certified, who has the correct education, and who can guide him or her correctly and not just make money out of their problem?
Firstly, that a certified registered practitioner will always use the original remedies that come from UK. They will never use anything other than that because these flowers were discovered in UK by Dr. Edward Bach. Especially in a country like ours, in India, there are a lot of people who sell Bach remedies, the local brands. Those are basically the diluted versions, and those are not the Bach remedies. And a registered certified practitioner will never give you those remedies. They will always give you the original remedies. And I always like to add that Bach is a brand. Like surely, many people tell me that we buy the local and that works. So I always give them an example. Bach is a brand. Suppose you have a Mercedes and you have a Maruti. Both are cars. But if you have to reach someplace faster and you have a choice and it's very important, you will take the Mercedes and not the Maruti. So originals are originals. Nothing can, no duplicate can ever copy the effect the originals give you. Originals work much faster. Their potencies are better, and you will see quick results in your own healing. So a certified practitioner definitely brings in a lot more understanding of the system in a very in the traditional manner. In the traditional manner, we stick to the very classical method of Bach, and we strictly follow that.
That's great. That's definitely helpful. Thank you so much for taking out the time this evening and addressing all these questions for all of us. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you for your time, and I hope that I've been able to answer, at least clear some doubts that you had and many of your friends had about the Bach remedies.
For sure. I'm pretty sure the time when this video goes out and when they watch this, it's going to be pretty much self-explanatory. Like, it's absolutely crystal clear. Very well done. Thank you once again. And it was pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye. Bye.